Hey guys, AscendantGod here, and with Raid Shadow Legends here, gonna be doing some runs and on Spider. I do not like Spider. I can't stand Spider. The only reason that I'm trying to get better champions for Spider is number one, I need more banners. I'm in the process of maxing out Turvold. I don't even have any banners for him. This is just unacceptable. And you get more banners in the higher stages in Spider. Number two, for the mission, to be able to get Arbiter, because in the missions near the end, for those of you who don't know, you need to beat stage 20 of each of the dungeons on auto. With the Dragon right now, no problem. I have a group that can easily farm it. With the Fire Knight's Castle, I was up to stage 19. I made some modifications on my champions, maxed out some gear that wasn't maxed yet. I should be fine with that. The ice one might be a little bit of a problem, I'm thinking, since Inithway here, even though he's not particularly amazing, since he prevents resurrections, I'm thinking that he would be a good call for that, to max him out later on. He just doesn't have his masteries. But anyway, the biggest bane of my existence is Spider, because with a lot of my champions, they can run those other dungeons, but with Spider, you need a very unique and specific set of champions for Spider. With that said, there's a couple ways you can do it. Number one is cheese, which, like, say if you have a Coldheart, okay, since she has Heart Seeker, this is based on enemy max hit points. So what you do, the strategy with it is to load her up with a lot of crit rate, basically close to or above 100%. And then on top of that, a ton of crit damage. As you can see right now, I don't have a whole lot of crit damage on her. At this point, I'm just kind of testing things out, and I can't cheese it because of the fact that I only have one Coldheart. I have one Coldheart, I have one Royal Guard, so the two of them are not enough to cheese it. I'd need at least one more Coldheart. If I could get three of them, then yeah, I could cheese it in probably about 12 seconds. But regretfully, that's not an option right now, so I'm testing out other options, because I don't care how long it takes to farm Spider. I can do this overnight on Nox. Those of you who don't have Nox, look into it. It's amazing. But with that said, current group I'm going to give a try with, since I don't have the option to cheese it. The other option is really strong AoE and gradually burn the boss down while keeping all the Spiderlings in check. So my game plan for doing that is, number one, Bellower here. As you can see, his gear is pretty solid right now. He gives me about 15, 20 second, maybe at most, farms of the campaign. He farms really quick in there, very strong, great AoE. He has his AoE on A1. Every single one of his attacks is AoE though. And he also has a decreased attack, decreased defense. It's only a 30%, but it adds up. So, also has a decreased speed debuff on this one. So anyway, so I have him loaded up with a lot of attack, as you can see here. Try to load him up with a decent amount of attack, good amount of crit rate, good amount of crit damage, plus he has the cruel gear. So with this, each set gives him 15% chance ignores 5% of the enemy defense, 15% increased attack, 5% of enemy defense. So altogether with the three sets, that's ignoring 15% of the enemy's armor, or I should say defense, which is pretty solid. Alright, so he's champion number one. Second one, which I just maxed out today, well actually I shouldn't say maxed, I maxed out his skills, I maxed out his masteries. He still has a few more levels to hit the top, and I still have to do his max ascensions, but I don't want to do them yet until I see if it's viable. Right now I'm kind of testing him out, see what his damage does. He does have an AoE A1, which is going to be really nice. Problem that I have with him, and I'm not sure yet because none of my clan members have run with him on Spider yet, is if he's going to be doing this A2 as well, which I have a feeling with how just wonky the AI is in this game that he's probably going to be doing that as well. It only attacks one enemy. Luckily, it's a 4-turn cooldown, and with him, because of this, if he is casting this is why I'm practicing with him right now and testing him, because if he uses this ability too, number one, he may not be that great in there, but number two, if it is, I certainly don't want to give him enough skill ups later on to reduce the cooldown on this. I would want this cooldown to be as long as possible at the 4 turns. It would also pose a disadvantage of having someone like Painkeeper that reduces cooldowns. But anyway, since he has this A1 that attacks pretty hard, and it can give a 25% increased attack buff if the attack's critical, obviously I have a lot of crit rate on him. It's over 90% crit rate, 91% crit, so most of the time he's going to crit and get that buff. I wasn't worried about 100% because when he gets that buff, it lasts for 2 turns. So I tried to find a combination of getting very, very close to 100% crit rate, so as long as he does it every other turn, he's going to have that buff. And then the crit damage here, which I have at 90%, so that's pretty solid too, and he has a decent amount of attack here. So, got him doing that. It's not... Yeah, actually his attack is higher than Coldheart's. His gear is better than hers. I wanted to load her up on accuracy though too. That's actually a part of the reason why her attack isn't as high as I'd like it to be, because since I can't cheese it, I need high accuracy on her to be able to knock down the boss's turn meter, so then that way I'm not taking a ton of hits and getting killed. So I'm only going to have one healer that can keep me alive, and my champions are not going to have lifesteal on them, so they are healer dependent. Alright, so again, Bellower, Basilisk, Coldheart, and so that's 3, and then the 4th one is Khatun. Khatun isn't the greatest champion for this. The reason I'm running with her is number 1, speed aura. I'm going with a speed group, not a counter group, so I want to run through it as quickly as possible with the speed aura, and then she also has the turn meter boosts. So that's what she's bringing to the table. She does have one AoE, and it can decrease the turn meter, so it does give me a little bit of turn meter manipulation. Plus, her A1 also does decrease speed, so that's going to help me with the boss attacking me less too. And then last, but maybe not least, is Painkeeper, just because, again, since my group is not going to burn the boss down really quickly, I need a healer. Painkeeper is not the greatest. She has an A2 here that heals and attacks all enemies, so that's nice. And she does have a lot of hit points, so this A2 attacks really hard. Her A1 kind of hits like a joke because I don't have much attack on her or much defense. But another thing that she brings to the table that's really nice too is decreasing the cooldowns of all ally skills, which means Coldheart gets to attack with her A3 more, which means ripping through the boss's life faster. And other than that, though, again, that could pose a disadvantage with Basilisk, but then it gives Bellower some of his more powerful attacks too, with the decrease down and things like that. So I'm going to give this group a shot. We're going to see how it goes. Depending on how long this battle takes, I might run another battle at the end too with some other champion mixed in here, just so you can see how they go. And of course, I'll put it in the notes if I do run with multiple groups for this, but for now, I'm just focused on seeing how far this group can get. Now, the last that I farmed on this, again, this is kind of embarrassing, because like I said, on Dragon I can do 20, Ice Golem I think I can do 19, Fire Night Castle I can do 19. I could probably do 20 now, I just haven't tried it yet because I haven't been worried about that. This has been my main focus, is getting champions for this. As you can see, the maximum I was able to get up to before was stage 14, and even then I lost the battles a quarter of the time, but it was a much different team composition then. I was also testing runs with, say, Tyrell and Tomb Lord for the defense down, attack down. I'm not really worried about that now. I'm focusing on a more offensive speed team, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. As you can see, I still have quite a ways to go to get to 20, but that's why I haven't maxed out the Ascensions on everybody that I'm going to be running with yet, because again, I want to test them first and see who it looks like is going to be worthwhile maxing out for this, and who I don't think is going to make the cut. And really, I've had a lot of different feedback from different clan members as far as what's worked for them and what hasn't worked, but ultimately, it's hard to know what's going to work best for your group, because it's rare that you're ever going to find somebody who has the same exact team composition issue, and then there's also what masteries you went with, what gear, and things like that. So, with that said, okay, so this was my previous group. Now, I hate to say it, but I'm taking Nethril out of the mix here simply because currently he's part of my clan boss group, and as such, I have him loaded up with a ton of accuracy for Ultra Nightmare, because I am farming that now. And then he has a lot of defense and hit points, so he doesn't hit particularly hard. Yes, I like his turn meter manipulation for the boss, but that's not good enough to justify having him in this rotation. Right now, I need really strong AoE, and Coldheart's AoE isn't that strong, but because of how hard she hits the boss, I am adding her in here just to get through the boss quicker. I'm hoping that with Basilisk and Bellower, that's going to be enough strong AoE to rip through the boss. So, we got Khatun still as the lead for those fast hits, adding in Coldheart. And I didn't run with these champions before because I hadn't maxed them out, so they weren't ready for this yet. Alright, and then, alright, I have to take him out of, there we go, training. Alright, good. So, yeah, so here we go. Again, we got Khatun for the speed, Bellower for AoE, Basilisk for AoE. Coldheart to burn down the boss, and a little bit of extra AoE, and then Painkeeper to keep everybody alive, and cooldown reduction so that Coldheart hits harder and Bellower has more of his cooldowns. Plus, that means more speed too with High Khatun. It means she can cast her speed boost more, so between Painkeeper and High Khatun, I should be able to keep the speed boost up the majority of the time here. So I'll actually got the volume down on this, so let's turn this up, let's crank it up. We'll see what happens here, guys. Wish me luck. And if I do good on stage 15 this time around, I'm going to try to go as far as I can with this group. If it's a train wreck here, I might just call it quits, or I might try swapping out somebody who seems like they're not doing that great for another champion. Now, I'm going to be doing this on auto because, yeah, auto isn't going to work nearly as well, but the thing is that, like I said, for that mission that I need to do to get Arbiter, it is on auto. So I'm running them on auto. They're already set, so they're good to go. So she just gave her speed boost to everybody. Alright, she just did her AoE. She always does her AoE first, and that's part of the issues that you need to make sure that you can keep her alive long enough for her to do her A3. Her A3 should be next. So, see, these spiders are not going down fast enough here. I don't like this. They really should be dying quicker. I probably need more AoE. Good. So she knocked down the turn meter of the boss. She didn't hit the boss nearly as hard as I would have liked her to, but her gear isn't optimal for that right now. Yeah, this does not look good. I mean, so far no spiders are going yet, which is good, but some of them got really close to going, which means in the next stage, I'm thinking some of the spiders are going to start attacking me. And Painkeeper is not that great of a healer anymore. She is not going to be able to heal. If somebody starts getting hit multiple times by those spiders hit pretty hard. They will kill somebody really quick if they get hit by too many of them in a turn. So I don't see myself having a problem with this one. So far the AoE seems sufficient for this, and I want to start paying attention to the damage. So she hits fairly hard with her AoE, and plus she brings speed boost. So Khatun is definitely a keeper in this. Alright, that was a hard hit. Alright, so the AoE with Bellower and Basilisk seems pretty solid. I think with Coldheart, since I can't cheese yet, I might need to get rid of her here. I mean, I hate to say that, but I just don't feel like she's bringing enough until I could actually cheese this and get, like, say, weakness and defense down on the clan boss and try to rip through the clan boss quicker. I just don't see it as feasible to be running with Coldheart. She's not doing nearly enough damage. Her AoE isn't that powerful. Her A1 is weak. Like, the only thing that she brings to the table that's really good is her A3, that Heart Seeker that does a lot of damage to the boss, and even then, it doesn't seem like it's doing that much damage yet. On stage 20, with the boss having higher hit points, it'll do more damage, and especially with a weakness and a 60% defense down on the boss, it will be better, but I don't see this cutting it. I might add Dracomorph in here simply for the increased damage due to weakness and defense down. The thing is that his A1 is only a one target. So, yeah, so far nobody's gotten hit by the Spiderlings yet, so that's good. I mean, at least I got one stage higher with this group, so it's better than the group I had before. But I don't think it's going to be good enough. But now see, like, when I take this damage, this is why I need a healer. And Coldheart and Basilisk took quite a bit, so I definitely need a healer, and the boss isn't even at half hit points yet. This is horrible. I feel like I'm not burning the boss down quick enough, but that's a part of what you need to do here. If you can't cheese it and kill the boss really, really quickly with, you know, multiple Coldhearts or Royal Guards, now see, that hits hard. Okay, so she did actually hit pretty hard there on the boss. But again, it's not enough. Like, this is, number one, this is going to take forever. Number two, like I said, on the next stage, with the Spiderlings having more hit points, I can pretty much guarantee these kind of things are going to happen. And look, this, I don't even think I'm going to win this. This is horrible. Coldheart's probably going to end up dying here. She's gone. She's gone. But no, that was a joke. It's her fault that I lost here because she's not doing enough AoE. I need somebody with more AoE damage, or somebody that's going to increase the damage for the AoE. I think I'm going to try replacing her for now with Tyrell, just because Tyrell hits really, really hard. He has the turn meter manipulation for the boss, which means the boss isn't going to go as frequently. Coldheart's just not going to cut it. She can't hit hard enough, and now the boss just healed themselves. I think I'm just going to quit this. This is going to take forever. I mean, this is going to seriously take forever. I don't even think I'm going to survive, because now with less damage, I mean, I really didn't lose much of any AoE damage, because Coldheart wasn't doing much of any AoE damage. But she's got to go. I need more AoE, but I need more AoE. I need more turn meter manipulation. This is gonna take forever. And I don't, what the heck is going on with Painkeeper's healing? It's like, I feel like she hasn't healed in forever. My champions have been sitting at low hit points for a long time. And this is just a disaster. And this is frustrating because I maxed out Coldheart for this. I maxed out Basilisk for this. Like, Basilisk is probably a keeper because he does hit pretty hard. Yeah, I mean, that's decent damage that he's doing. Coldheart's was just a joke. Finally healed them. Jeez, it sucks how much they nerfed Painkeeper in 1.10. I mean, they put her into a premature grave. And maybe it wasn't even 1.10. It might have been before 1.10, but regardless, they just... All right, well, I should win this. I don't know, this is going to be a long video if I do more than one battle with this. I might just call it quits at this stage and just winning this stage. But, I don't know, this is, oh, jeez. But see, it's sad when I've lost one of my champions, and yet still they brought such little to the table that it really didn't even matter. She is just all about cheesing the boss. If you can't cheese the boss, Coldheart doesn't seem viable. So at least other people know. I'm about to lose another champion. Painkeeper's heal takes forever now. He's probably going to die before Painkeeper heals him. Oh, actually, he does bring himself back to life, though, so that'll be okay. Forgot he has that ability that brings him back. And see, he is getting that increased attack, too, which is nice, that bonus there. Oh, here he goes. Oh, nope. Nope. Wow, this is horrible. How? I don't understand how I got... This is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. I don't even know what to do here. Well, Coldheart's definitely gone. I'm debating either trade more for Tyrell. I guess I'm going to go with Tyrell just because he has that AoE defense down that attacks everybody. Plus, he also has the turn meter reduction for the boss. So let me give him a try here in place. See, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage too with running Painkeeper and healing. I almost feel like it would make more sense to get increased turn meter manipulation so that the boss just never really gets to go. Nethril might be a better choice in here than Painkeeper. The problem is I do that though. Every time the boss attacks, it's going to be basically a burn fest of can I burn the boss down before they get turns, or before they get enough turns to kill me, or is the boss going to kill me? Now, I am looking at maxing out Turvold in order to put him on Clan Boss and then make Nethril purely for dungeons and arena, which means that I can give him a bunch of attack. How the heck did a Spiderling already... Now see, look at that turn meter reduction that Tyrell just brought. That's nice. But how the heck a spider went just now is beyond me. I don't understand. Like, with Bellower, I can't put much better gear on him. His gear is solid right now. And he has Cruel, so he's ripping through the defense of the enemy. And then Basilisk, he's getting that 25% increased attack, and he's hitting pretty hard. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I haven't been paying enough attention because I'm looking at so many things going on, but I'm pretty sure every single turn he uses his AoE, which is a very good thing. But like I was saying, with Nethril, if I do take him off the clan boss, then I can put his attack up a lot more, and I could actually have him on this boss, who has two different AoE attacks, which will be good. And then on top of that, the turn meter reduction for the boss, and poisons for the boss too. So Nethril would actually bring a lot to the table. The only reason I took him out of this group is that because of the fact that I have him on Platinum Boss right now, he has a lot of defense and hit points instead of attack. So in this group fight, he just isn't that great. Oh god, this seems like it's even worse than when friggin' Coldheart was in here. Oh. Man, I need more AoE. I need a lot more AoE. I don't think I can run with a healer. I mean, because I don't need Painkeeper that bad as long as I have a lot of AoE champions, because I won't need to worry about their cooldowns since Basilisk and Bellower both have A1 AoEs, but I might need more champions that just have solid AoE like that. This is just... I don't know. I mean, I feel like since Tyrell has that turn meter manipulation and the defense down, that he should have been doing better than Coldheart, but I don't know. The fact that there's already been a few attacks made, whereas with Coldheart, it didn't happen by this point, I just don't know. This is just... I mean, it's going okay. I was expecting the fight to be a long fight since I can't cheese it. But even if I was to cheese it later on, I'm going to need a lot more like crit damage gear and crit rate gear. I'm going to have to start farming, I guess, the Fire Knight's Castle. I think they're the one that brings crit damage gear. Maybe it's Ice, I'm not 100% sure. I've mostly farmed Dragon to try to get the lifesteal and speed gear for my clan boss champions. That was my priority, to get to the point where I could run Ultra Nightmare, and I can now, and I can run it decent. So I got them to where they need to be. Could I improve on them more? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm only doing an average of, I think, about like 15 million on Ultra Nightmare, so I could definitely give them some more defense, some more hit points, but my priority with them was getting the accuracy to where it needed to be and the speed over the boss's cap, which on Ultra Nightmare is 191. So, well, I should say 190. You need to have 191 to be over the clan boss. And my Martyr is just barely over at like 193. Everybody else is fine. So I needed to prioritize speed and accuracy at the expense of extra defense percent and hit point percentage. So they're decent. I mean, being able to do 15 million on Ultra Nightmare is a lot more than most of our clan members can say. But now I'm to that point where it's like I could improve on it a little bit more, but I need to get my Spider team here in check so I can farm higher levels of Spider, and also for that mission, because I want to get Arbiter. I mean, I tell you what though, like if I got Arbiter tomorrow from, say, Shards, I guess there's a Shard opening, like the buy Shards and win event that they do. They got that coming up tomorrow, so I have like 5 Sacreds, 13 Voids, things like that. So maybe I'll get some more champions to run this with. But yeah, if I was going to cheese it with Coldheart though, I would definitely need some more crit damage gear. From what I heard from a guild member, he said that you want to run like 100% crit rate with Coldheart, plus like about 250% crit damage bonus. To me, that's astounding. I don't even know how you get 100% crit rate and 250% crit damage on even one Coldheart, let alone that he said you need at least 2 or 3 of them to cheese it. That to me is just astounding. But I don't know. But then again, I haven't really farmed Firekeep much. This spider's going, there we go, good. Oh, a few of them are going to still go. Alright, but my hit points are good. That's one good thing about Tyrell, is he can heal himself. So since he's the one that's getting attacked, I don't even know why. Maybe it's because of the affinity. I wasn't paying attention to the affinities. Oh yes, it's red, so blue. Yeah, it's because he's a weak affinity. I don't know if anybody else is as well, because he's a blue, they're red. That's why they're going after him. But that's okay, because like I said, he has lifesteal gear on him, he has a ton of defense, so he can take those hits. Now on the next stage, the boss is of course going to change affinities, which means it's not going to be him getting hit anymore. But with how few times they've been hit, I'm almost tempted to put Nethril in here, because then I feel like if I can get the boss to the point where the boss doesn't even get any turns thanks to Tyrell and Nethril, that might be better here. Nice. Okay, good. So, yeah, Coldheart apparently sucks. That is not what I need. I need banners. What is this? Hit points, crit damage. I don't even have any orcs that I run with. Okay, so I'm gonna. All right, yeah, sure. I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna change up the team for 16 though. So let me see. 16 is gonna be green, which means. All right, green is gonna make Basilisk get attacked, and that's okay because he can resurrect himself. But I'm gonna try swapping out because I know if I run this group with how close that was, I'm gonna die with this. There's no way I'm gonna make it through there. I'm gonna go ahead and try Nethril in here. Now, like I said, you're gonna see he's not gonna do a whole heck of a lot of damage, but he is gonna reduce the boss's turn meter, which is gonna buy me more times in that regard. My only concern is going to be the Spiderlings dying, but he brings more AoE than Tyrell. I mean, excuse me, not Tyrell, than Painkeeper. So it may be okay. The heck, I mean, only way I know is giving it a shot here, so I'm going to give this a try. And if you're starting to get bored with this video, feel free to go to the end, because I'll definitely do a recap of everything at the end of this video, as far as who seem to be the best group here. But again, what works best or worst for my group isn't necessarily what is going to work best or worst for you. Because if you have a different composition, even if it's just one champion you have that's different than mine, maybe you have enough, turn meter manipulation where you don't, need to worry about other things as much, or in more AoE, but with an extra Basilisk or an extra Bellower, to the point where you don't need to worry about the spiders as much. So there goes the turn meter down with him, so that's good. And Basilisk is already getting hit. This isn't good. Let's see. Yeah, see, Nethril just doesn't hit those Spiderlings that hard. The nice thing is that he brings the turn meter reduction, and he brings the stun to the Spiderlings. But without Painkeeper in here, he's going to have multiple turns where he's not doing AoE damage. And this is not good, because Tyrell just didn't do AoE. Nethril's going to not do AoE. I really hope she does. Okay, well, at least she sped people up. And here, Basilisk is going to die soon, I think. He's going to bring himself back, but it depends how often he gets killed. I don't know what the cooldown is on his resurrection. I think it's like 7 turns. So at the rate that he's going right now, I don't think he's going to survive. He's going to get killed once. He's going to come back, but then I think he'll end up getting killed again. With his Ascension, once he gets resurrected, he does have 1 turn of invincibility, but as you can see, my champions are getting... Oh, wow. He got resurrected with such little hit points, it doesn't even do any good. No, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work at all. I might need to load Basilisk up with Lifesteal. I hate to do that and sacrifice his damage, but yeah, here he goes. He's not going to resurrect this time. Nope, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. Let me try. I'm going to try one more thing. Alright, so I'm going to take Nethril out. I'm going to put Painkeeper in. I don't think that's going to fix this problem, though. I think the only way to fix this problem is going to be to put lifesteal gear on Basilisk. Now, albeit, I mean, keep in mind, the gear on them isn't maxed. They could still get amulets. They could still get... What? Actually, instead of him, I'm going to try this. Yeah, I'm going to try this on the next one. I think this is going to be the last one that I'm going to try. Oh, well, there goes my 50 energy. That was quick. Alright, so I think this is going to be the last try, so then that way you can see a new number of different groups here and see how this works out. I guess Coldheart isn't too bad. I wasn't paying much attention to her AoE. Let's see what she does for her AoE. Like, Tyrell's always going to go first with his defense down. That's good. I give him a lot of speed so that he goes first in most battles, because I want that defense down first. What the heck was that? Did not hit for hardly anything. Oh, maybe it did. Alright. The Spiderling's already getting a turn. God, Basilisk is definitely going to need to get lifesteal to get through this. But then the problem is that I get through this stage, and then on the next stage it's going to be a different champion getting targeted, so then Basilisk isn't going to be the one that's going to need the lifesteal anymore. So it's going to be this is going to be really, really annoying and tedious, because I'm going to have to keep manipulating around the gear and who gets what gear. Yeah, see, that was like a joke. And it's rushing, because I maxed out Coldheart's skills. I put those tunes into her. I spent the time maxing out her masteries, and she's just not that great. Yeah, he's going to get killed again. I don't even think I'm going to waste my time with this. I need a healer, or I need him with lifesteal, and I don't think it makes sense to put Ping Deeper in here. I think it's too much of a loss of damage. Yeah, he's gone. He's going to resurrect, but then he's going to get killed again, because yeah, he doesn't resurrect for hardly any hit points. He needs lifesteal at this point. I'm probably going to have to... I need to I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. I really don't. This is frustrating. I was hoping to at least get a couple stages further with all that additional AoE. This is ridiculous that it's like I can't even make it through this stage with how much time and effort I put into these champions. Oh, this sucks. This really sucks. And then there he goes again. Probably gonna die in a turn or two. Now, see, that does a lot of damage to the boss, so I guess Coldheart's good in that regard. I need more damage to the boss. A lot more damage. Yeah, nope. Alright, well that's it for now, guys. So, I mean, you saw some runs, you saw what these people bring to the table. Basilisk does look like he's pretty good for this. I mean, Bellower is definitely a keeper. Bellower is great for this. Lots of damage. Every single attack is damage, and he brings some debuffs. Basilisk is definitely a keeper, because again, he brings a lot of damage. And he is only using his A1 from what I saw, so that's good. Every single time he's doing an AoE attack. Coldheart is a keeper, but I need more... I basically just need more Coldhearts in this. Tyrell I don't think is a keeper. Hi Khatun, I like the speed boost that she brings. That's nice. But then that's a lack of AoE damage on that. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's so hard to say here. I really need... The thing is I need so much more than this. I need a weakness. I need a defense down. But I don't want to lose that speed boost. But... if I could cheese it, I guess I wouldn't need the speed boost as much. But I don't know. This was... I knew it was going to be a train wreck, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad of a train wreck. But, again, I don't know. I mean, I guess I have a little bit better of an idea of what I want to try to do with this. I need to get a lot more coin to be able to max out gear. The thing is that Faction Wars is throwing me off now on this game, because now it's like I'm having to look at other champions and throw gear on them that's halfway decent. But I don't want to put gear on any champions for Faction Wars that's really, really good that I'm going to need for these groups yet. So it's just getting me all discombobulated. I'm not sure what gear to put where, because I'm getting spread so thin now on this. I really wish that Faction Wars was put out later, after I had an opportunity to do these stage 20 missions, but I mean, on a good enough, Faction Wars will help me boost up some of the stats of these champions better. So, I mean, what I can say, I mean, overall, from what you guys saw here, Khatun's speed boost is definitely helping me quite a bit, but I'm almost tempted to just, what is Bellower's speed aura here? 15%. Oh, wait, what? That's weird. Ally speed and faction crypts by 15%. That's weird. Okay, so he doesn't bring speed to this, because I didn't even know he had a speed aura. I was like, wait, what? So I might need to lose Khatun's speed just to get more AoE in here. I definitely need somebody else with some more AoE though. But I get other people in with AoE, like I don't think Bellower doesn't have any turn meter manipulation, so it's like I need a healer, or I need lifesteal sets. Ugh. I don't know. And that's only stage 16. I can't even imagine how harsh this is going to be on stage 20. And I mean, Bellower, most of Bellower's gear is maxed out. I mean, there's not much more that I could do with him. his masteries are maxed. He has masteries designed for this. Oh, excuse me, he's missing one of the masteries, so that's not going to make a huge difference though. But I mean, his are maxed. Coldheart is maxed, and she's fully maxed. I know all of my champions are maxed. Bellower's the only one missing it. But again, Nethril right now, his attack isn't huge. He has a lot of defense, a lot of hit points for the clan boss. So I need to try to get him off of clan boss, because I think Nethril would be really, really good in here. He just needs to drop that hit point and defense gear and go with attack gear. So anyway, but that's all that I got for today, guys. Hope you learned something from this. If you guys have any suggestions, I am all ears, because like I said, I don't have enough champions to be able to cheese this. Like if I added in Royal Guard, that's a lot more damage to the boss too, but I'm definitely going to need a lot more crit damage, because even with this, I mean, well, her crit damage was horrible. I think that's why she wasn't doing enough damage, but I focused on crit rate, wasn't really paying attention to crit damage. And I'm spreading my gear pretty thin now too. That's a part of the problem, because like I took some of the gear from Tomb Lord, I put some on Coldheart, I put some on Basilisk, and then it's like, what's the priority in there? It's like I need a lot of speed, but then I also need a lot of crit damage. I also need a lot of crit rate, and it's hard unless you have a ton of gear to be able to have all those options in one. And it takes time. It takes a lot of time looking through all your gear to see which ones have all the stats that you need, and then figuring out, well, which ones are going to be the best options combined with the set bonuses as well. So like with her, this accuracy to reduce the turn meter, I don't even know. If I was going to cheese it, I don't think I would go with reducing the turn meter with her. I think I would focus on just the crit damage and crit rate. But anyway, but that's all I got for now, guys. Sorry, this was definitely very disappointing, but at least you got to see how some of these champions worked in clan boss. I mean, not clan boss, excuse me, in the spider, and hopefully learn some things yourselves from it. And definitely see that spider is a really rough battle to get through. It takes a much different composition with spider than it does any other group. Like I said, stage 20 dragon, I get through that no problem. I even have multiple different groups I can get through it with no problem. I mean, I've run it with comparing Tomb Lord to Tyrell, and comparing Steel Skull to Painkeeper, and with stage 20, no problem. With the other ones, like I said, Ice Golem and Fire Knights, I was having a little bit of issues. I shouldn't now. The only one left that is a huge obstacle to me is Spider's Den. I guess the good side of that is that I know I have these three in check, or at least very, very close to these two, and I think I know how to fix those. The only one left is just figuring out what to do here with Spider's Den, but until I get more champions, and definitely need more crit damage and crit rate on my gear, I'm really at a loss as to what the heck to do there. So anyway, but we'll see. I'm going to try some stuff out. I'll definitely be posting some more videos, some round 2 and round 3 here of Spider's Den, and we'll see what happens. So in the meantime, I'm going to get to work on this, guys, and I will catch you later. Hi guys, this is Anthony here, also known on this channel as AscendantGod. Wanted to thank you for checking out my channel here, really appreciate it. Be sure to check out the other videos. I got plenty of goodies on here. Also check out the description sections in the videos, got plenty of links on there for all different kinds of goodies that I think would be worthwhile for you guys. If there is something in particular that you don't see on my channel that you want to see, be sure to let me know in the comment section as well. And I think that's about it. All I've got. I'm just gonna get back to this thing here. I'm pretty sure if I just... Oh,
we have such sights to show you.
wow. That's really funny. Same here.